Good morning students, welcome back to the class. I hope you all are fine. So today onwards we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 7, percentage and its application. And in this video we will do exercise 7.1, that means the first exercise from this chapter. Okay. So as you all have done this chapter in the previous classes, so you have an idea about percentage and we will learn its application also in this class. So that's why, since you have learned it in the previous class, I am not giving any introduction before starting doing the exercise. Okay. So directly I am going to the exercise, which is exercise 7.1, which is in page number 138. Okay. So I'm starting exercise 7.1. First question number 1. Question number 1 is convert the following percents into fractions in simplest form. So here percentages are given and we have to convert it to fraction. So I am doing question number 1's Roman 4, 33 whole 1 by 3%. 33 whole 1 by 3%. You all know that first we have to convert it, this mixed fraction, to an improper fraction. So it will be 33 into 3, 99 plus 100 by 3%. And you know that how can we convert percentage to a fraction? When percentage is given and we are going to convert it to fraction, we have to divide it by 100. Okay. So it will be 100 by 3 into 100. Divided by 100 means in the denominator 100 will be multiplied. So now we will do the cancellation. 100 cancelled. The answer is 1 by 3. Okay, hope you understood this one. So again, first we will convert it to an improper fraction, then we will divide it by 100, then we will get a fraction. So this is the process to convert percentage to fraction. Next I am doing question number 2, that convert the following fractions into percents. So I am doing question number 2's Roman 2. Which is 5 by 4. In this question, fractions are given, we have to convert it to percentage. So when percentage is given, we are going to convert it to fraction, we will divide it by 100. When fraction is given and we are going to find out the percentage, we will multiply by 100. So what will we do? We will next multiply it by 100 to get it as a percentage. So into 100, now we will do the cancellation. 4 ones are 4, 4 25 is 100. So now 25 into 5 is 125. At the end, we will write the percentage sign. So 5 by 4 equals to 5 by 4 into 100%. That means 125%. Okay. Next, I am going to question number 5. Question number 3 and 4 I am not doing. Question number 4 you don't need to do. You will do question number 3. Now question number 5 is convert the following percentages into ratios in simplest form. So here in question number 5, the percentages are given. You have to convert it to ratios, not into fraction. So what will we do? Same process. Question number 5, I am doing second one, which is 1 whole 3 by 4%. So we have to convert it to ratio. So same process as how to convert it to fraction. First we will do that process. Okay. So first we will convert it to an improper fraction. 4 ones are 4 plus 3, 7 by 4%. Now how to convert it to means percentage to fraction? By dividing it by 100. Means we have to omit the percentage sign by dividing it by 100. So it will be 7 by 4 into 100. So 100 will be multiplied with the denominator. Now what is that? That is 4 into 100, 400. We cannot do any cancellation here. 7 by 400. So see, that is the fraction. But we have to write it in a ratio, as a ratio. So what will be the ratio? You all know that 7 by 400 is equals to 7:400. We can write the fraction 7 by 400 as 7:400. So this is the required ratio. So what we'll have to do, first we will convert it to a fraction, then we will reduce the fraction to its lowest term, means we will do cancellation. Here we cannot do any cancellation, but if cancellation can be done, then you have to do the cancellation. At the end you will write the simplest form of the fraction, and from the fraction you will write the ratio, like 7 by 400 will be 7:400. This is the process. Okay. Next, question number 6 is express the following ratios as percentages. And here in question number 6, ratios are given. We have to express it as percentages. So I am doing next question number 6, Roman 1, which is 5:4. So the reverse process of this thing, just first ratio is given, we will find out the percentage. How? First, here we first found the fraction, then we write it as a ratio. Here it's a ratio. First we will write it as a fraction. How? We will write it as 5 by 4. 5:4 means 5 by 4. Okay. Now we will convert it to percentage. So how can we convert a fraction to percent? By multiplying it by 100. So we will multiply 100 with this fraction. Now we will do the cancellation. 4 ones are 4. 4 25s are 100. Now multiply 5 by 25. So 125 percent. So the required percentage from the ratio 5:4 is 125%. Okay, hope this is clear. Next, word sums are there. So I am doing next question number 7. Question number 7 is, you have done the word sums on percentages, so you have an idea about these sums. So question number 7 is, an alloy consists of 7 parts of zinc and 33 parts of copper. Find the percentage of copper in the alloy. So an alloy is consisting 7 parts of zinc and 33 parts of copper. So what is the percentage of copper in the alloy? First we will find out the fraction, means the part of copper in the alloy. The fraction of copper in the alloy, or the part of copper in the alloy. So zinc 7 parts and copper 33 parts. So total, what is the total part? 33 plus 7, total 40 parts. I hope you understood. Means zinc is 7 part and copper is 33 parts. So total 40 parts we are getting. So you know, when this type of sums are given, how can we find out the percentage? So find out the percentage of copper in the alloy. So we will just directly write down that therefore the percentage of copper in the alloy is equals to, C. Out of 40 parts, 33 parts are copper. Out of 40, 33 parts are copper. So what is the fraction of copper? 33 by 40. Out of 40, 33 parts are copper. So into 100, if we multiply it by 100, we will get the percentage. That is the fraction of copper. When we multiply 100 with the fraction, we will get percentage. So now we can find out the percentage of copper. So cancellation, 1 0 1 0, 2 2s are 4, and here 2 5s are 10. Now 33 into 5, 165 by 2. Now 165 by 2 will be 82.5%. Okay. So 82.5% is the required percentage of copper in the alloy. I hope you understood this one. Okay. Now next I am doing question number 9. Question number 9 is, if rupees 2500 is to be divided among Ravi, Raju and Roy, so that Ravi gets 2 parts, Raju 3 parts and Roy 5 parts, then how much money will each get and what will be in percentage? So rupees 2500 is divided among 3 boys, Ravi, Raju and Roy. We have to find out their percentage and also their parts, means their monies. How much money did each get? That also we have to find out. Okay. So total amount is rupees 2500. Therefore, now see, Ravi got, Raju got and Roy got. What part did Ravi get? Ravi get 2 parts. Ravi gets 2 parts. So 2 parts. Raju 3 parts. And Roy 5 parts. So total 5 plus 3 8 plus 2 10 parts. Okay. Now the percentage of money that Ravi gets out of 2500 rupees. What is the percentage of money? Now see, therefore the percentage of money that Ravi gets what is the percentage? See, out of total 10 part, Ravi gets 2 parts. So what is the fraction? Out of 10, Ravi gets 2. Now we will convert it to percentage. So we will multiply 100 with it. Okay, now cancellation 0 0 cancelled. 2 into 10, 20%. So Ravi gets 20%. Now we will find out the amount of money Ravi gets. We know that he got 20%. So now we will find out what amount did Ravi get. So therefore, the amount that Ravi gets. So 20% means 20 divided by 100, and we will find out of 2500 rupees what amount does he get out of 2500. So 20% of rupees 2500 means 20% means 20 by 100. If we convert it to fraction, it will be 20 by 100. Of means multiplied by 2500. Don't forget to write here rupees. So now we will do the cancellation. 0 0 cancelled. So 250 into 2 will be 500 rupees 500. So Ravi gets rupees 500. Okay. Now next is what amount did Raju gets. So he got 3 parts. Raju got 3 parts. So we will first find out the percentage of Raju. Now the percentage of money that Raju gets. So Raju gets 3 parts out of total 10 parts. So what is the fraction? Out of 10 he gets 3 parts. Now percentage means into 100. So just convert it to, just do the cancellation. 10 cancelled, so it will be 30%. Okay. Now we will find out the amount of money that Raju gets. Therefore, the amount that Raju gets is equals to, so what amount does Raju get? Rupees. 30% means 30 by 100 into total 2500. That is not written here, I have erased. So we will do the cancellation. 25 into 3 700, 25 into 30 750. So Raju gets rupees 750, that is 30% of the total amount. Okay, now next one remaining is Roy. So the percentage of money that Roy gets is equals to, so he got 5 parts out of 10. So 5 by 10 into 100, that is 50%. So Roy's percentage is 50%. And what amount did he get? And the amount that Roy gets is equals to rupees, 50% means 50 by 100 of 2500. Do the cancellation. So it will be 1250 rupees. Okay. So the percentage of money that Roy gets is 50% and the amount of money is rupees 1250. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So this type of word sums are there only in this exercise. Next, question number 10. Question number 10 is convert the following percentages to decimals. Very easy. You all know that is the easiest sum from this exercise. Question number 10, Roman 1 I am doing 28%. So we have to convert this percentage to decimal. So first we will write it as a fraction. 28% means 28 by 100. Now we will write it as a decimal. Fraction to decimal. How can we find out? How many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So it will be, the point will come from here to here. 1, 2 places. So 0.28 is the required decimal. 28% means 0.28. 0.28. Okay. Now question number 11 is last. That is convert the following decimals to percent. Here we have divided the percentage to convert it to decimal. Now when percentage is not given, decimal is given, how can we convert it to percentage? By multiplying it by 100. Here division and there multiplication. So 0.65, question number 11 is 1. 0.65 is the decimal. We have to convert it to percentage. So we will write 0.65 into 100%. That means the point will go to the right 2 places. So it will be 65%. So by multiplying it by 100 you will get decimal to percentage, and by dividing it by 100 you will get percentage to decimal. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So this exercise is done. In the next video we will be doing next exercise 7.2. So till the next video, just revise all the sums from this exercise. If you find any confusion, you can call me anytime. So till the next video, take care and bye.